That's Eleanor up there. Can you see her breathing? What you can't hear is her snoring. Have you ever heard a cat snore? Eleanor snores. She also must dream very vivid dreams, as she frequently makes like "huh" noises in her sleep. Yeah, she's a funny cat.
Hey guys, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Steven. I'm at the post office. I've never used one of these drop-off collection boxes here, but I'm dropping off my mortgage payment, my HOA payment, which is here, and my air conditioning unit payment right here, which is really high. Let's drop this in here. It's very windy, so there we go. I still, if you don't know, I still like writing out checks for my mortgage and for my HOA. It just feels like a little bit of a ritual because it just reminds me every month that I'm a homeowner, and it's just a thrill still to write that check out, even after like what, 3.5 years now, almost 3.5 years. So I'm having a fantastic day. First, the cats. The cats were absolutely at their best today. They woke me up at 7. For treats. We hung out, snuggled, I scratched them. They were behaving beautifully. They were being less mean to each other, meaning Buddy was being nicer to Eleanor, because Eleanor's never really mean to Buddy. He did snip at her once. He'll bite at her once in a while when he really wants to make a point. And he took a little tuft of white hair off of her body. It was sticking out of his mouth, and you know, a cat gets something in its mouth, it doesn't spit it out. It tries to swallow it, and he's trying to eat her hair, and I'm trying to pull it out of his mouth. It was a little comical, but for about 2 hours, 2.5 hours, oops, speed bump, yahoo, riding cowboy, another speed bump coming up, but we just had the nicest morning, the cats and I. We just had such a relaxing, pleasant morning. It couldn't have been beaten. And it is a beautiful day here in Las Vegas. It's 67 degrees, a little breezy, so there's a little dust in the air, but it's just a gorgeous day. It's warming up a little bit. I weighed myself. One more thing I was pleased to tell you. I weighed myself this morning, and I know it's not always about the number on the scale. And as my body changes back to hopefully what it used to be, it won't be so much about how little I weigh, but the form and the shape of me. But right now, it's about losing the weight. And I am down to 211 pounds. I don't know the last time I weighed 211 pounds. I was probably 12 years old, 13 years old maybe. I don't know. But yeah, I'm super, super excited about that. What else am I excited about? Oh, the biggest news of all. So you know, I should probably wait till I hit a red light to tell you this. Hold on one sec. I'm eating a few jelly beans. I told you I lost weight and I'm eating jelly beans. All right. So, you know I love my job. I tell you all the time. You know I tell you I love who I work for. I tell you all the time. For 6 years, more than 6 years, I've told you I love my job. I love who I work for. I love my passengers. I love my guests. I love my coworkers. For the most part. It's an amazing time in my life. I think my seniority is finally something that I can actually really depend on, although seniority these days has not really helped in securing a line or changing my line as much as it used to. So seniority doesn't really matter as much as it used to, but it gives me a pay schedule that I'm really quite appreciative of. So I've told you, I love my job. I love my job. I'm never leaving my job. I love where I work. I'm never going to go anywhere. Why would I go anywhere I live? I love my life, blah, blah, blah. Well, I have accepted a position for training at another airline. I can't tell you who that airline is because of social media policies, but I don't work for them yet, do I? So I'll say it is like the phrase southeast, but it's not southeast. So I should be looking at the camera when I tell you news like this, but with the new schedule, the new contract that is close to being approved. I would assume the pay rate is mind-numbingly different. With the change in our seniority, I should make a whole video as to why I'm making this change. I told you I was never doing it. But with the change in our contract that allows first come, first serve, which is not fair, and it doesn't work, and it is stressful for weeks. It's stressful. I mean, I'm probably lighter because of the frustrations of just trying to switch some trips. So there's a couple things that I don't love, but there's more things I do love over there. I never thought I would be making this decision because, you know, I love where I work. But I do have to pay my own bills. The pay jump between where I am right now and where I would be starting, well, is a little lower than I have right now. But it catches up real quick and then supersedes where I am right now very, very quickly. So there's a few reasons. I'll make a separate video about why I'm doing it. But finally, I hit a red light where I can actually look at the camera while I talk. So, yeah. I'm going to training on April Fool's. April, did you believe me? I told you it's April 1st. I'm not going anywhere. Are you kidding me? Did you believe, anybody believe me? Did I get anybody? Just let me be honest. Let me know in the comment section below. Tell me if I'm a good liar or not. I've been told I'm a good liar, but yeah, I am never leaving where I am. I love where I work. I love my job. I love my company. There are things I do not love. I was not lying when I told you how frustrating it is to have seniority and have it not really count anymore when it comes to trying to pick up a trip, to drop a trip, to swap a trip, to do any of those things. It just doesn't count anymore. It really doesn't. It's incredibly frustrating. And when I say I've probably lost weight over the stress of just trying to alter my schedule, also the truth. But we're going to have a chance to fix that in the next contract negotiation, which is not until next year. Oh my God. But yeah, so happy April Fools. I am going to grab a quick bite to eat somewhere. And then, I don't know. I've got a couple hours before. I want to take a very, very short nap before I get ready for work. So I'm going to get a bite to eat. Maybe I'll pop into a Goodwill. I don't know. And then I'll go home and change the water for the cats, clean the litter boxes, make sure they have enough food. And my bags are all pretty much all packed. So I will see you. Why did I just clap? Hey guys, how are you? It is 9:06 p.m. I have to be at the gate by 10:11, and I don't know what I sound like right now. I know what I feel like, and what I feel like is incredibly stressed. Oh my God, I feel like I'm having an out-of-body experience. If my teeth weren't plastic, they would hurt. They'd be aching right now. I am so stressed. So why? The last time I saw you, I was calm, peaceful, laid back, having a great day. I was just, all I had to worry about was maybe taking a nap before I headed out to work. All of my bags were packed. I'm all ready for work, right? So I get home. I decide I'm going to change outfits. I'm going to take some different clothes with me than I had originally planned, just in case I go into New York City. I thought I'd have a change of clothes, a different change, because I didn't like what I had in my bag. So I open up my suitcase, which has been sitting in the garage for the past month. Basically, I haven't needed it. I've taken such short trips. I haven't taken my suitcase out. So I pull out my suitcase, and there's always a change of clothes I like in there. So I switch the clothes out, and I start moving stuff around, and I pick up my Sabbath heat. This is, by the way, not an April Fool's joke. The Southwest thing earlier, I said that was a joke. What I'm going to share with you, this horrifying thing that happened to me, is not a joke. I wish it were. Oh my God. So I pick up my Sabbath heat, mini portable oven. It's like a Hot Logic, but it's a different type. I prefer. I pick up my Sabbath heat, and underneath it is a cockroach. It's stunned because I picked up, I had light on, and then it scurries deeper into my suitcase. I don't scream, but I was close. And I think I have to get over here. Yeah, I do. So I don't scream, close, but the roach scurries deeper into the bag. Now, mind you, the bag's been sitting in my garage for over a month. Vegas is rife with cockroaches. There are roaches everywhere. You pick up a rock or you dig into a potted plant on the roadside, there's going to be a roach there. They're everywhere. You wouldn't believe it. But I just never expect to see one in my garage, near my house, so attached to my house. So this roach burrows itself down deeper into my bag. So I take everything out of the suitcase, shake it out. What I don't value, I throw in the dumpster because I'm not going to bring it into the house. And why is there so much traffic? Can I stay in this lane? So I take everything out and I open up the Sabbath heat, which is the reason for the roach. There must have been some sort of crumbs or some sort of food spillage or something inside the Sabbath heat, because there was another roach inside the Sabbath heat. It leapt out like a gymnast onto my clothes in the suitcase. I instinctively swatted it like I was playing high-lie. Do you know what high-lie is? I swatted it like I was playing pickleball or something, right? And I smacked it. I must have caught it with my fingernail because my fingertip was wet afterwards. You're welcome. I know you needed to have your hairs stand up on end for a reason. I mean, you just needed that exercise, right? Literally, I must have clipped it so hard as to cut it. And that goo was on my finger. Yep. So I found it on the pavement. It was dead. So I killed one. But the other one was still in the suitcase. So I take everything out. What was not incredibly valuable to me, like skincare or something that was sealed, I literally threw it in the dumpster. Because there was just absolutely no reason to risk bringing something into the house that was alive. And so as I'm getting stuff out, I see the other roach that I originally saw, the first one, and I tried to get it because I was so successful with the first one. I thought I was like the Karate Kid, and I'm so stressed. It burrows into a space where the strap that holds your things inside your suitcase, it burrows into where that strap goes into the body of the suitcase behind the lining. And I'm like, that's it. That's it. The whole suitcase has to go. So I just pick it up and I throw it in the dumpster. Nothing was valuable in there, but anything that was in there, underwear, socks, anything that wasn't incredibly valuable, not that anything in my bag really is, I threw it in the dumpster because there's just no way it's coming into the house. Lost my mind after this happened, and I tossed it into the dumpster. Can you hear my tone of my voice? I am literally outside of my body. I'm over here. So yeah. So the suitcase is in the dumpster. I have my old suitcase, which didn't have anything in it that would have been munchable by a roach. So I pulled that out, and I remember why I got a new suitcase, because the wheel is broken on this one. So I don't have a workable suitcase. So I then have to go digging for solutions, and I find a bag. I'll show it to you at the hotel. An eBags Slim Junior something backpack that I made a review on like 5.5 years ago. Love the bag. I haven't used it since. So I pull that out because I have to have my laptop with me for this layover, just in case I'm in the hotel room for the entire layover. I managed to stuff an outfit in my suitcase, in that bag. My rolling tote bag, I fill that with all the food and all the accessories and accoutrement that I need for the trip. And I have my little Toomey bag, which I can use for my required items. But it's really a ramshackle lack of, I'm in the wrong lane. There's so much construction in Vegas. Yeah, and I've got I'd say about 50 minutes really before I literally have to be at the gate. I didn't have a chance to eat dinner because I was trying so hard to find out how to bring my stuff to work with me. So I stopped at McDonald's for a McDouble. It's a small little, little sandwich. That should get me to Newark. Why is there so much traffic? Oh my God, I'm gonna die. I am so stressed. Can you hear it? Oh my God. All right. Next time I see you, hopefully, will be either, in the airport now that I'm calm and on the way to work and I'm on time and all that stuff, or I'll see you in Newark. All right. So either way, see you soon. Oh my God, I'm dying. Is it me or do I look thinner? I think I look thinner. So I'm feeling a little bit better, a little less traumatized by this evening in my garage. I have not seen a cockroach in my house, just in that bag where there must have been food inside my Sabbath heat. So Eleanor or Buddy certainly would have alerted me to any insects in the house. Eleanor in particular loves to hunt bugs. If there's a bug in the house, she knows it, and she changes her behavior entirely. It was Claire and Eleanor both were hunters, and I'll tell you, if there was a bug in my old studio, the two of them certainly let me know about it. So I don't think there's any roaches in the house. I will keep an extra eye out for it. I think a combination of the dry desert weather, the carpet that's laid in front of my garage door, and there's a big step up into the house from my garage. So I'm hoping that's been enough of an inconvenience for roaches to not get into my house, because I have left my garage door open. Blah, 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 blah. So, back to work. I got into the crew room, and one of my coworkers, who used to be one of our gate agents, she's a subscriber to my channel. Oh my God, right now all I can see is her name badge. I think she goes by Nicole, but all I can see is her name badge. Her name starts with a J on her name badge. I don't think she goes by that name though. But when she started or was going to training, I gave her like a suitcase, and I think I gave her a lunch bag or a Hot Logic Mini and a little mini griddle or something. I gave her a few things. Hey there, how are you? Hi. I think we're all set. Let me double check with the lead. One second. All right, sorry. So I had given her a number of things that I thought would be helpful for her when she was starting this process of going from a gate agent to a flight attendant. Well, and we've stayed in contact, and she was based in Fort Lauderdale when she became a flight attendant with us, but she lives in Vegas. So she was finally able to transfer here. Now, today is our first day as a reserve here at home. Being on reserve where you live is infinitely better than being away from home. But I saw her in the crew room, gave her a hug, told her about my story about the suitcase and the roaches, and she's like, oh, well, I have an extra suitcase. She had an extra Travel Pro suitcase, the same one I had, and she's going to give it to me as like paying me back sort of for what I tried to do for her. She is an absolute, I can't tell you what a relief it is. Because if I ordered a new suitcase from our uniform company, I have to have anything delivered to a friend's house because my packages will get stolen from my front yard. And then, go through the hassle of trying to connect schedules and blah, blah, blah. So the fact that she's going to give me one that she already has that's new, I mean, a blessing, right? Oh my God, so excited. All right, so we are full on the way to Newark, and I'm flying Chaser. I'm a Chaser. My friend Philip was supposed to work this trip, and I was so looking forward to working with him, but he dropped it. Let's see, flight time is 4 hours and 37 minutes, I think. And the weather is supposed to be crap. So our alternate is Boston. If we can't land in Newark, we're going to fly to Boston. You know, right? I'm kind of, that would be nice, but inconvenient for our guests, but I would love it. All right, I'll see you wherever we land. Oh my God, what did I do to myself? I have just overeaten to a degree that is just disgusting. My belly feels distended. I'm nauseous. Oh my God, it's awful. But it was so good. It was so delicious. Let me stop touching my face. So our flight from Las Vegas here to Newark, after boarding was complete, was quite nice. Our flight was very, very nice. Everyone slept the entire time. I didn't have an opportunity to chat with any passengers, but I got some reading done and chatted with my coworkers, and my crew was great. They're lovely. They're all pretty junior. I was a super senior papa compared to my crew, but really, really nice ladies. That was once boarding was complete, I should say. During boarding, the very, very beginning of boarding, which is when people come on board that need a little extra time, for example, someone who's in a wheelchair. Well, this couple comes on board. He is in a wheelchair, and once he gets up, he's very unsteady. Oh, hold on one second. I don't think I trimmed my mustache enough. There was a hair sticking right in my mouth. So he seemed very unsteady on his feet. And the way he was speaking, it seemed as if he had dementia or some mental decline, because of the way he was talking, raving, like ravening, you know, and he couldn't walk on his own, really. So I held both of his hands, or I held his forearms, he held mine, and I shuffled backwards slowly as he shuffled forwards to his seat. And he was a lot. And there was like a little light bulb blink that went on over my head, and I said conversationally, easily, quickly, lightly, so did you have some cocktails before getting on the plane today? He's like, oh yeah. And yeah, I can't say that he was intoxicated because I am not a medical professional. I've been told that during training, but we do have a complaint resolution officer, a CRO, which we were able to call to have them come on board and make sure that he was showing signs of intoxication and not some sort of medication, for example, that might show symptoms as if he were intoxicated, because some medications might, make him feel a little loopy and swoopy and all sorts of stuff. But no, it was an excess of cocktails before getting on the aircraft. So he and his wife deplaned without incident, without drama or trauma, which is very, very nice, because sometimes it's not so smooth. And we completed boarding, and as I said, our flight was really quite nice. The hardest part was staying awake. That was it. So we got here to Newark. Our shuttle was a little delayed, but no worries. This hotel gives us a breakfast. Now, we can either choose a buffet, which they give us a couple little cardboard boxes, and we can pack that as we'd like from the buffet and take it to our room, or enjoy it at the restaurant. Or there's a menu that we can get. And I usually get 2 eggs over medium with bacon and like whole wheat toast or something. That's what I usually get. Well, I don't know why. Maybe because I've been starving myself for a few months now. I decided to go for the buffet. Boy, that was a mistake. So they gave us 2 of these boxes. Now, they're not very big. They're not enormous. Oh, that's disgusting. It's like a sludge. They're small. They're smallish boxes. They're not very large. The base is probably a little bit larger than my cell phone. But I filled it to the brim with scrambled eggs, sausage, and potatoes with salsa and hot sauce and cheese all over it. Doesn't that sound delicious? I want to throw up. It was so much. Oh my God. But they gave me 2 boxes. So what did I do with the other box? Well, I filled that with Greek yogurt, big spoonfuls of Greek yogurt, and I threw some cantaloupe and some raspberry puree on top of all of that, and then I put pineapple on top of that, and then a little bit more yogurt, and then on top of that I put some blackberries and big juicy blueberries. Yeah, it's I'll have that for maybe I'll have that for dinner. That'll be my dinner tonight because I can't eat anything else after this thing. But it's I really made the most of these boxes. But the server that helped me out and gave me my boxes and stuff, she the poor thing has been working all night long and she was dead on her feet. But she just seemed to need someone to say something nice to her. Now, she is very efficient. When I come to this hotel, she is the only one that's not running around like her head is chopped off. You know, she is always very efficient, patient, but she gets all the work done. She gets stuff done. And I reminded her of that. I said, every time I see you, I see that everyone else is scrambling around, never getting anything done. But you are just so effective. You get SHIT done. And she's like, oh, thanks. I needed to hear that. We all just need to hear something nice once in a while, right? So that was nice. But blah, blah, blah. That is 6 minutes of your life you're not getting back. I am going to take the rest of my uniform off. Later on, I'm going to unpack my bags and show you just how I cobbled together my luggage today without having a suitcase. Packing for a 4-day trip with food. Yeah, I'll show you. This is going to be a longer video than some, so settle in. I'll see you later. Look at my mess. Oh my God. I am on the 11th floor and the day is wet and cold. It's raining and it's supposed to rain all day long. So I am staying in my room today. Let's get this place nice and chilly. I've checked the bed for bugs. Oh, I even say the word bugs in it. It's upsetting. And I just covered my whole body in scented lotion from Crabtree and Evelyn. I love the smell of it, but I can't put it on at home because I don't want the cats licking it, you know. And I'm crawling into a freshly made bed. Oh, sometimes it's just the best. Being a flight attendant is the best. Oh my God, I love it. All right, I'm going to go unconscious for a little while. I'll see you later. And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Hello. So I am refreshed after a good solid sleep. I think I slept from, say, maybe 9 o'clock until about 3, which is very satisfying. Very, very good. I feel so much better. It is 5:54 in the afternoon. I'm a little bit hungry, which is kind of a surprise because while it has been a good while since I ate breakfast, I ate so much. I was so full, but now I'm kind of hungry. I don't want to eat a lot, but I've got this fruit. Wait till you see this. I am watching Three Body Problem on Netflix. I'm comparing it really to the episodes I've watched on Amazon, which is the original Chinese version. And in the background, I have Harry Potter playing. Crazy. Look at this fruit. This is what I'm having for lunch. Oh, look at that. It's blackberries, blueberries, pineapple. There's cantaloupe in there. And the white stuff is yogurt. It's Greek yogurt. And then there's a raspberry coulis, like a raspberry sauce that is layered between those. Oh my God, it's going to be delicious. And there's probably 15,000 calories in this, but I think I'm going to cheat today. Well, that fruit didn't last long. Oh, so good. Well, the day outside is freezing cold and very wet still. In fact, I think the weather has degraded since yesterday. But I had a very cozy layover in my room here with good food, good entertainment. I finished the entire first series of Three Body Problem on Netflix. The Amazon version, the original Chinese version, I think I've watched 6, 7 episodes out of 30. So I'm going to continue on that. But I did order the books on my Kindle app so I can read it on my work tablet. So I'm kind of obsessed with everybody else with the story. So, yeah. All right. So I've got about 12 minutes to get down to the shuttle. So I will see you at the airport. That would totally be me if I were a kid at the airport. He's just like, let the machine do the work. I just saw the paperwork, 37 children, and we're overbooked. 37 children. 37 children. Yeah. Orlando. I had to bring something up to the top of the gate. So I didn't mention our flight to Newark yesterday, day before yesterday, we were all over the country avoiding weather patterns because the weather is crazy right now if you're not watching the weather news. But our flight to Orlando tonight, we're going to be going so far south and around because the weather is insane. My crew is going to be continuing on to Pensacola apparently, and they're all thinking the flight might be canceled there, but our flight to Orlando is going to be a little messy, and we'll see. I was thinking, well, maybe I won't have to go to Richmond, but then I have a 3-hour sit in Orlando, so I'm sure I'm going to Richmond. Is it Richmond? Charlotte or Charleston? I don't even know where I'm going. Oh my God. Can you see my breath? It's chilly up here. So we're delayed. We're delayed. Apparently ATC and thereby our gate weren't aware of a delay. The weather is a mess outside, so it's not too much of a surprise, but we are delayed here. Thankfully, the airline notified our pilots, so we had some correct information for this. My crew that I'm working with on this leg, super nice. They're supposed to go to Panama City after this, I think a turn out of Orlando, but that might be canceled because the delay, I should say, and whatever, and the weather. So we'll see. But I'm supposed to have a 3-hour sit in Orlando, so I'm undoubtedly going to continue the rest of my day. It would be nice to be canceled in Orlando. For me, of course, my passengers, I would like to have their flights continue for their convenience because, you know, some things are important. But personally, I wouldn't mind being stuck in Orlando. So we'll see what happens, but we have another hour or so before we have to start boarding. See you later. Yep, I'm back again. I'm still here in Newark. I just got an email saying that my Charlotte flight was canceled, but it's still on my schedule, I guess because they haven't figured out what's going on yet. And my coworkers, their Pensacola turn was canceled as well. So it looks like we're still going to Orlando, but I'm not quite sure what's happening after that. So we'll see. We'll see. It's always something. It's always something. I'm surprised it's happening today and not like the last day of the trip, because that's always what happens. Blah, blah, blah. I will keep you updated. All right. Something is happening. We're not quite sure yet, though. It's 10:21, and crew scheduling just tried calling one of my crewmates. So something's happening. I have no idea what's going on. What I really need to do is just sit down, open up a book, and relax. Maybe grab a soda. But instead I'm pacing back and forth going, what's going on? What am I supposed to be doing? Oh, I'm filming me, not you. Flight Crew View, the app that I use frequently to see my schedule, is just showing blank for all of April. My schedule isn't showing up at all. So I can't even see what's going on. But I did get that email that my Charlotte flight was canceled from Orlando. So crew scheduling will get in touch with me. I'm just frustrated that I can't see my schedule at all. So I'm just going to settle in, grab a Diet Coke, open up a book, and do what I can do, which is nothing. Hey guys, hi. Does this look familiar? Yeah, I'm still in Newark. Yep. So it is 11:53 in the morning. So yeah, we started boarding a little late, but we started boarding. Got a good handful of people on board, and then there were a ton of people in the jet bridge when we found out that we were going to be delayed for a few more hours. Now, the lead wasn't sure whether or not we should continue boarding or because it's more frustrating, honestly, to get on the plane, sit there for an hour, and then be told that your flight's canceled rather than just walking off the jet bridge. But you can't just walk off the jet bridge. So We ended up boarding everybody that was on the jet bridge. The people who were not already cleared to board were still on the in the gate area, so the passengers sat in their seats. Most of them peacefully, most of them understanding we had no control over the situation. Yeah, so we were told that we were being delayed for a number of hours, and that so I was kind of encouraging people and trying to be nice and try to make things a little easier, suggesting people they might gather their things just in case. But then of course we were canceled. Crew scheduling, I could see on my watch, was calling. They called like 4 times. I don't understand why they don't know that I can't answer the phone when they call, when I have passengers on the plane. I can't answer the phone. I would be fired if I answered the phone, or even have my phone out. So I could tell by my watch they were calling me 4 times to let me know, I'm sure, about changes to my schedule. Once the passengers left the plane, I could look at my voicemail, listen to my voicemail, and it looks like my flight to Orlando was canceled. Originally, well, I should say, I'm going to be very confusing in a moment. Before the cancellation, when it was just a delay, I was still going to Orlando. Then they were going to limo me, meaning getting a shuttle or sometimes actually a limo from Orlando to Tampa, where I would lay over and then deadhead back to Las Vegas the next day, which was nice for me because I didn't have to work the 3 legs I was supposed to work on the last day of the trip. But now our flight to Orlando was canceled, as well as all the rest of it. So I'm just trying to be patient, waiting for crew scheduling to call me, knowing there's hundreds, if not thousands, of other flight attendants in potentially different situations. But yeah, so today is a total poop show to complete. But yeah, that's my day so far. Wish me luck. Hello again. Yep, I'm still in Newark. It is 12:26 in the afternoon, and I have no idea what's going on. Flight Crew Review is not showing anything of a schedule for me for April. It's just completely blank, and no matter what I do, nothing is showing up, so I can't refresh that. I did look at Flicka, and it still shows me working a flight from Newark to Orlando, but that flight's been canceled. They have updated my limo, which is, again, a shuttle or an actual limo from Orlando to Tampa, but that's the update. The crew that I'm working with right now, unfortunately for them, it looks like they are scheduled to still work this flight or later on tonight from Newark to Orlando. But that flight doesn't leave till like 7 o'clock in the evening. It's now just shy of 12:30 in the afternoon. So they're not happy about it, and neither would I be. So I'm not sure what's happening. I don't think I'm working with them since my name doesn't show up on their crew list. So I don't know what's going on. Crew scheduling will get back to me. I'm trying to be patient, and that's working pretty well. Mostly because I've been snacking to keep my morale healthy. So we'll find out, but I'll keep you updated. Hey there, me again, still in Newark. It is 1:03 in the afternoon, and my crewmates have been notified that they get a room for the afternoon. They have to come back here later on tonight to work a flight, but they have a hotel room. They're all going. I have not been contacted about anything. And I'm just overhearing the pilots talking to someone at crew accommodations. They're getting a hotel room, so I think I might be kicked out of the plane shortly. I'd rather sit in here than in the airport itself, but well, it was nice to work with you guys for, well, whatever this was.
Like 3 hours.
Yeah. Well,
Teaser.
have a good day.
Bye.
Hey there, hi. So I'm by myself on the airplane. The pilots are still here with me. They're waiting for an email or a phone call from Hotel Connections to get a hotel room for themselves. My crew left maybe 10-15 minutes ago. They got a hotel room for the afternoon. They have to return back here to work their Orlando flight, but they're going home, so that's good. But I'm sitting here reading a book, relaxing, waiting, trying to be patient, and crew scheduling called and let me know that I am going to be staying over here in Newark tonight. I've got a 6:57 report time, I think, tomorrow morning for a deadhead back to Las Vegas. So yeah, this is a very strange trip. I should say, you know, our passengers that were on the plane earlier today, this morning, for the most part, they were pretty good. There were a couple that were just really unreasonably angry at us. I understand the situation, but like, we didn't do anything, you know, and they were just uncommonly mad and rude to us in particular. I know we're the face of the company when we're here, so we have to kind of, you know, take the brunt of it, but it was still really rude and uncalled for. So if you're ever in a situation where you're on a plane and the flight's canceled, don't get mad at the cabin crew. It's not their fault. We're not informed at all of what's going on. So just cut us some slack, okay? Don't yell at me. I'll see you at the hotel when I get one. Sorry, the phone's a little shaky here. I was on the plane thinking, let me just head down to the airport, pick up the shuttle area and see if by the time I get there, maybe the hotel connections or something will have contacted me. And on the way, I saw my crew. They had stopped off to grab some food, so they're going to get a shuttle to the hotel. We only have one hotel here in Newark, so I figured, you know what, I'm just going to go to the hotel, and if they don't have a room for me or ready for me, then I'll just hang out at the lobby. It's a lot nicer than hanging out at the airport, so that's where I'm going. Guys, I am so frustrated. I am so frustrated. So I just jumped in the shuttle to get to the hotel because it's the hotel we only use here in Newark. So where else would they send us? And so we all got here and they're full. They don't have any rooms available. So I had to call Crew Connections because crew scheduling wouldn't help me. Crew Connections, they told me, I'm frustrated. They told me to call Crew Connections. So I called Crew Connections. That was frustrating. Finally found out that I'm staying at a hotel in Jersey City, which is apparently a 20 or 30 minute drive from here. So I'm taking the shuttle back to the airport and then calling that hotel and seeing if they have a shuttle from the airport. And I hope they do. Otherwise, I have to call Crew Scheduling to get an Uber or a shuttle, something to that hotel. I'm losing calories here. I'm going to be thinner after this experience, I'll tell you. That's so frustrating, so frustrating. Hey guys, hi. So it is 2:56 in the afternoon and I just got into this very nice car. It's a very nice Lexus with a very nice man driving to get me to my hotel because the hotel doesn't have a shuttle. I've just spent the last, I don't know, 45 minutes, an hour, I swear, on the phone with someone from Crew Accommodations, which was not very accommodating, by the way, trying to get a ride to the hotel. I confirmed with the hotel that I had a reservation, but they had to get confirmation with the hotel that I had a reservation before they could call for transportation to get me to said hotel. I told them I have a reservation. I called them. We're all set. He's like, yeah, whatever. It was like 45 minutes at least. He kept, it just was not working. Oh, you should receive a text message or an email with this and that and the other. Nothing. And it's just been crazy. The lack of care it's been insane. And I don't think these people I spoke to actually work for my company. I think they're a third party. They behaved as if they were a third party. And then he's like, well, I've spent too much time with you. He said this literally. I've spent too much time with you. I can't talk with you anymore. There's other crew members I have to assist. I'm like, I'm here stranded in Newark and you're telling, and you haven't done the work that you have to do to get me where I need to be. But you've taken too much time? Mad. I don't even know who to send a report to, but I definitely have. If this were an executive team member, they would have lost their minds. I have lost my mind. I ate a donut, a Dunkin' Donut. It was a Boston cream donut because I'm that mad. I ate a donut, which is better than walking around the airport screaming at strangers, right? Right? All right. I can't wait to get this uniform off me right now. I made it to the hotel room. I have to give you a quick tour because it's a cute room, but it's not been worth the effort I've had to make to get here. But it's a very nice little hallway alcove. There's no rooms immediately next to me. Then you walk in. There's a very nice kitchen. You open you up. A nice, very nice kitchen right there with a mini little breakfast bar in the corner. Nice little desk. The temperature is very nice. It's very soothing, especially after my struggle today. And there's the bed. It's very nice. I think that's a king-size bed. The bathroom is very nice, very spare, but very nice. So I'm going to strip off my clothes. It's now 3:20 in the afternoon. This has just been incredibly stressful. I am in the exact same room number as I was at the other hotel. There's a little plaza down there. I'm in the same room number as I was in the last hotel, which is very funny. So I told you I ate a Boston cream donut at the airport. I got to a point where I used to get, and I'm like, I need a drink. Like I would have been drinking right now at a bar if I still drank. But since I don't drink, I honestly was so stressed. I saw a Dunkin' Donuts and I was like, hi, I would like a Boston cream donut and an apple crumble, and I'm going to eat both of them. I already ate the chocolate frosted one, the Boston cream, in about 3 minutes. Once this uniform's off, I'm eating the second donut, damn it. I know it's not good for me, and I know I'm going to regret it after I eat it, but right now, my stress level requires a donut. I have a full kitchen in here. I don't need the full kitchen, but I can heat up some healthier food for later on before I go to bed. I have a 7:57 a.m. flight leaving Newark on my own airline. But there's a United flight. Yes, United. Yes, Boeing. And no surprise, they have at least 20% of their seats or more open because I'm sure nobody's flying. I'm sure people are having a hard time flying on Boeing aircraft right now, but I trust it enough to get me back to Vegas. So there should be some open flights for a 6:30 flight out of Terminal C. So if I don't make that flight for some reason, if 20% more passengers jump on that plane, I can just walk over to Terminal B and take my own scheduled flight. But I think I'm going to try and get released for an alternate deadhead for tomorrow morning. I have to get this uniform off me now. So I know I told you about my suitcase situation at the beginning of the trip, but I told you I was going to show you what I'm using instead of my rollerboard. Well, first off, I've got my rolling tote, which is by Travel Pro, and this is really a bag that I think every flight attendant needs. Some people call it a RON bag, a remain overnight, or a turn bag, because you can put pretty much everything in here, including an extra set of clothes or something. But inside here, I have a scarf that I would wear with the outfit that I have packed. I've got a can of chili with some rice. I might eat that for dinner tonight. Let's see. And then in here, I've got 5 pounds of mandarins. I've eaten a few of these already for this trip. Inside here is my dock kit. Some food items I showed you recently that I threw in my bag just so I can have some food. There's a box of couscous in here just in case as well. Inside this side of the bag is really just a few odds and ends, including my collapsible bowl. I've got cutlery and all manner of knickknacks and things inside here. So this bag is my workhorse. I've got my little Toomey bag here, which just has my work device, a book, and some water and some stuff inside here. So that's what's in there. And does anyone remember this bag? This is my eBags Junior Slim something or other. I have not used this bag for years. I have a t-shirt in here, some organization in here. I made a review about this bag probably 5.5 years ago. Inside this pocket at the bottom of the bag, I've got my cables for my laptop and the mouse. This bag comes with a hard case that fits inside here, so if you want to put your sunglasses or something in there, you can, but I found it useful to put the cords and things for my laptop. The bag only opens like in an L, it opens this way, and inside here, that sweater I bought at Goodwill recently, I brought that with me just in case the day was nice enough to go outside. A pair of jeans, and I would wear the boots I'm wearing right now. And I figured that sweater with the scarf and this insulated t-shirt underneath the sweater, it would have been warm enough if it weren't raining and gross outside. So that's what I have in there. And let's see, where's the zipper? Hold on. Oh, and inside this pocket here is my laptop, which is a full-size 18-inch laptop. Ooh, let me pull this out. This is a testament to how much you can put in this bag. This is my laptop. That's my 18-inch laptop. It is completely eclipsing the bag. This fits in there. It's crazy. Yeah, so this is the eBags Junior Slim, I think is what they call it. So this bag, this did not mean to turn into a bag review, but it's a backpack, but you can tuck the straps into a pocket here, and it turns into a just a carry a bag, a handbag with this handle over here. So I have these straps in here when I was had it on the plane because we're not allowed to have backpacks in my airline. So I tucked the straps in there to keep it compliant. But once I had to get in and out of the airport and in and out of cars and stuff, I just put the straps on to make it easier to manage. But that's how I prepared for this trip without having a suitcase for a 4-day trip. So not bad. I have got groceries, all my dock kit, my laptop, a complete outfit, 5 pounds of oranges. So I didn't do too bad for my little spread here, but I am really looking forward to having a suitcase again. All right, I think I'm going to have a nap. I'll see you later. I don't think you can hear it. Maybe you can, but I think that's hail on the windows. It's crazy. And as I look up, I'm like, oh, I'm standing in the window in my t-shirt and underwear. I'm wearing a t-shirt and my underwear is black, so yeah, I could be doing worse things, right? It is 6:04. I think I'm going to take a melatonin or something and get to sleep. So I can wake up early and decide whether or not to take a United flight I have booked myself for 6:30, or if I should just wait and take my own aircraft back. United's going to have more leg room and lots of open seats. I don't know. I'm going to go to bed. I will see you tomorrow. Good morning, guys. Hi. So it's about 5 o'clock in the morning here in Newark. I got to sleep pretty early. I took a sleeping pill that really knocked me out. I woke up at like midnight, 1, 2, just to use the bathroom and stuff, and then crawled back in bed and just kind of dozed in and out, not very restfully, but whatever. I was supposed to be deadheading
to Vegas today, but apparently I'm working the flight now. I would rather work a flight than deadhead, especially going across the country. Like sitting there in that seat surrounded by passengers the entire time. No, thank you. I'd rather work. So, am I the only one that would rather work than do a deadhead? I'm glad I saw that I was working the flight too, because there were a couple United flights I was thinking about taking this morning. So, I'm glad I looked. Flight Crew Review is finally working for me, so it was easy to see my schedule today. I am going to get up, jump in the shower, and before I finish getting ready, I'm going to call Crew Accommodations and see about getting a shuttle to the airport. Looking at Lyft and Uber, it would cost me between $30 and $40 to get an Uber to the airport, and I'm not really feeling the responsibility to pay for that. So I'm going to let the company take care of that, as they should. It's just frustrating getting them and then having them actually get the lift or whatever it is. It's easier if I just pay for it, but yeah, I don't want to make anything easy for anybody right now. It's been a very frustrating experience. Blah, blah, blah. Let me get up and get out of bed. I will see you later. All right, so I feel a little bit better. I ate something. I had a steak and cheese breakfast sandwich and a Celsius. That should get me to, my lens is filthy. That should get me to Vegas. But I got to the gate, and I am a chaser. And I hate chasing. But the other person that's already at the gate is the chaser for this flight. But I'm also a chaser. And this person is significantly junior to me and had the nerve. It's not what she said, but really how she said it is that she was the chaser. I'm not sure why I was feeling defensive about it, but I was like, no, I'm the chaser. So I'm going to be part of the regular crew. I'm not quite sure what position I'll be taking because I don't know what this pairing has become from what it was originally. So it looks like I'll be a regular crew member, which is fine because, I hate chasing, but I also don't want to be B. I don't want to be B, but we'll see. I'm probably going to be B. I'm probably going to be stuck with B. 5 hours and 43 minutes is what this flight is scheduled to be, so it's going to be a long one. I just have to get through today, and then I've got a day and a half off to spend with the cats. That's what's going to get me through. I'll see you soon. Hey guys, hi. So I just got back to Las Vegas a minute ago. I look thinner, but don't I look older too? I guess I am, right? But I'm feeling my age today. It's been a day. Yeah, so I was supposed to deadhead on this trip, but I ended up working, which is fine because I'd rather work than deadhead. At the airport, I ran into someone who that's not an immediate recent coworker that I've flown with, but I made some suggestions in terms of how to handle something, and every suggestion I had was bandied aside, and at a certain point I was like, all right, I guess we're done talking, because I've tried to help you out, but and you're not, so I guess we're done. I mean, I'm not gonna and beat my head against this refusal to accept help or suggestion, and this person got very, very upset, but whatever. Then I got on the plane and I meet my fantastic crew, in particular Elena, who was my chaser today. I know I'm supposed to be chasing, but she was also chasing. And the other two members of my crew just started the day, so I ended up becoming lead for this leg, which is nice. But I got to work with Elena up in front, who is an absolute gem. I mean, an amazing human being. I say that occasionally about other people, but I really mean it about her. She was really, really a tremendously amazing person. I was really glad to work with her. And the best part of the day were my passengers today on today's flight. In particular, a couple who were celebrating their second anniversary. They've known each other since second grade, but they were coming to Vegas for the first time to celebrate their second anniversary. It was very, very sweet.
But my favorite was this one gentleman, and he was a gentleman instead of a guy. And I say, hey, what's bringing you to Vegas? Why, what brings you to Las Vegas? And he says he's going to gamble for the last time because he's dying. And we had a short chat, and I don't want to cry because he was just the nicest man, and he's facing it with courage and peace, and he's going to be okay, but he's going to die. And he was just the nicest man. His auntie was with him, and she was the sweetest woman. And his aunt said that they appreciated my empathy, and because I was kind to them, a little extra kind, because I think he's dying, and he's just the nicest man. He's losing his balance, and he's kind of deteriorating a little bit, and I couldn't help but be nice, but his aunt said I was the first flight attendant that had shown them empathy during their flights recently, because he's been traveling a lot lately, seeing places and meeting people and saying goodbye to people, and it makes me mad. It makes me mad that I be the first person to be kind and show empathy. I don't know, it makes me really mad. But I'm also very moody right now because this morning's conversation with my coworker did not go well, and I wish her the best, I really do. And then this passenger who was so sweet, but it's so bittersweet, and I haven't been eating. So I'm at Wendy's here at the airport. I grabbed chili, so I'm gonna eat a chili with a Coke Zero. And I received 3 cards. I don't know what cards they are, and a package right there. So I'm gonna open those up when I get into the car. Yeah, today's been draining. It really has been draining. But this trip is over, thank goodness. I just hope the next trip is just normal. I just want a normal trip. All right, I need to eat. But next time you see me, I'll be at the car, and I'll open these cards and the box, and then this very long video will be over. So, thank you for sticking with me, and I'll see you in a few minutes. All right, hey guys, how are ya? So, I just got to my car a few minutes ago, and apparently parking is as bad as usual. So, a pilot, a very nice guy, pulled up behind me. He's like, hey, are you leaving? And like, yes. I was gonna hang out and chat with you guys for a minute or two and show you some cards in my box, but I let him have my spot, and I came out here to the edge of Siberia to just take a moment to share some cards I've received. This is Hysterical Happy Birthday. It's by PETA. Oh, and there's a Dunkin's gift card in here. Stephen, happy belated birthday. Hope this card gets you before your actual birthday. But who is this? Carol. Thank you so much, Carol. She says, super. Please enjoy an iced coffee on me. I love how excited I get when I'm out and about taking a sip on camera. Thank you, Carol. I appreciate that. That is very much appreciated, as much as I do love a little good black cat. I tore the cards open, but I did not look at them until oh, this looks like my friend Stacy's cat. Oh. I know you said it was a small cake. Honest, I have no idea who ate all the cake. That is so great. Thank you so much. I think that's hysterical. That feels like one I should keep. Like, keep. Let me put this over here, and I see the word jelly beans. Do you smell something? Yeah, it smells like jelly beans. It's the Easter Bunny poop, farting. Thank you, Dad, for all you do to give us a happy, safe home. You're the best. Love, Buddy. Oh, who said that? No, there's no name. There's no name. Just my cat, Buddy. Well, thank you guys. I love receiving mail, especially cards. I love cards. And I got this package. Now, I don't know who sent it to me. I recognize the address though, but whoever sent this to me spent way too much money in shipping, because this is a lot of money just for shipping. So let me open this and I'll show you what I got in a sec. Actually, while I'm opening it, I'll tell you a thought I had while I was walking to my car is that gentleman from this morning's flight who's gonna die soon, and who just wants to travel and see fun places and do things like gamble, you know, with someone he loves, his auntie. And how part of one of the reasons I was extra nice to him was because he did tell me, like, he wants to do he's coming to Vegas to gamble for the last time because he's going to pass away soon. And so part of it made it so much easier to be nice to him. I try to be nice anyway, but why can't I be just as nice to everybody as if they were going to be dying soon, you know? So I might just kind of add that to my list of things I try to achieve, which is trying to be patient, loving, and tolerant, and then treat everybody like they're going to die soon. You know, loving. I try, but sometimes I fail. And there are some people who will be happy to tell you that. But, oh, look at this. This is a big, fluffy, pink towel, blanket. I love that. Is going to be very, very cozy. I'm going to actually save this, though, for this coming up next fall. I'm going to put this in my closet until next fall, because it's going to be in the 80s, mid 80s and high 80s next week. So I will do not need a blanket, but I don't see a name in here. I have an address on here. Who sent this to me? Someone in Ripon, California. Who is that? Thank you so much. You spent way too much on shipping for this blanket. Let me tell you. I love you. Thank you so much. I love it. I will find this to be very, very cozy. But you know who's going to love this blanket? Eleanor. Eleanor loves, not all the time, but when she's in the mood, she loves to make little biscuits. She loves to make little biscuits, and she's going to love this blanket. So thank you so much. I love it. All right, so what now? What am I going to do today? It is 11:15. I've had my lunch. I think I need to decompress, honestly, before I get home. First, I'm still stressed about this conversation I had with a coworker this morning. It just did not go well. She's not someone that was on my crew, so it's just a different person who I happen to see in Newark. And then that gentleman who's going to pass sometime soon. It's just, there's something weighing right here on my chest. So I just need to do something to decompress. I don't know what it's going to be, but I'm going to end this video here because it's already way too long. But know that I love you. I am so grateful that you spent this time with me today. And I will see you again very soon. All right? Take care. Fly safe. Bye.